It's nice to see that there is so much gathering and industry visiting the show. It looks like it was a long time since people were able to get together. And I can say that on our booth, and we have an initiative here at CTT where we support the textile industry from Canada to visit Itma, and we have about 40 companies here, 31 mainly from Quebec and the other from the rest of Canada, who are visiting the show, looking at new equipment and to replace some of their old equipment or to identify new technologies they could incorporate into their production lines, from the yarn spinning to the finishing of the fabric, including weaving, knitting, non-woven by needle punch or other technologies, finishing, etc. So it's a great edition of Itma for us. We were able also to present innovation that we did develop for one of our customers, a Canadian manufacturer. It's a synthetic leather that was presented yesterday at the Innovator Exchange edition of the Itma. Okay, so the CTT Group is a service center for the textile industry, for manufacturers and people who would like to use fabric to create finished products. Our role is divided in mainly two big activities. One is research and development. I mean applied research and product development. That means we help the manufacturers to develop their capacity in terms of new technology and new materials to be developed for their market. We work for them to develop their product basically. We have different accessories for that. One is the prototyping lab. We can make yarn, weaving, knitting, non-woven, finishing, braiding also with a TFP, tailored fiber placement for these projects. We have a team of researchers, textile engineers, people in chemistry, people in mechanical engineering, even in electronics, as we work also on smart textiles. And secondly, we have lab services. The lab services support the research and development project by testing the materials that are prototyped during the project. And they support also the industry who do their own research within their plant, and they send samples to us for the qualification. The lab is highly important for us as we are close to the market, so we know well the test methods for sure, but we know well also the specifications and the requirements to meet the market. So we are close to when the product is developed, it's close to the market. So it can be right away placed there. So we have a group of companies, we serve a group of companies in Canada. We work worldwide if necessary. But we support the Canadian companies to assist groups. We assist them to different shows, exhibition shows, to promote what they do in terms of technical textiles. For that, we have a branding which is Team Textile Canada, and we accompany these manufacturers to identify new markets or to identify new potential projects like in Itma. For this show in Itma, it's a little bit more specific as we have a partner which is Technique Textile Quebec that provides a lot of funding for these companies. This is how we were able to have 30 companies from Quebec here, and it's partially funded by Quebec government, and the rest of funding is from the Canada government. The other associations that are here are MMOD, which is a cluster for the fashion industry in Montreal, which is a great hub of manufacturers and designers of garment apparel. And the other one is a research center also oriented for garment making, which is Vest Tech Pro, which is also a partner of that mission. Textile industry in Canada is highly oriented to technical textiles. Okay, this is the profile of this company, these manufacturers, and they innovate a lot in terms of new products to supply the Canadian market and the North American, the US market. So the big market is really the North American one in technical textiles. We have a shortage of manpower throughout North America. Companies are looking for automatization of the production line, lower consumption of energy, and even transforming natural gas supplied energy for finishing, for example, to electricity supplied energy. Because maybe you're not aware, but in Quebec, for example, the main electrical power is provided by hydroelectricity. So it's a green energy, so that's a good point for our industry. We used to organize Expo High Techs back in the before the pandemic, and we partner with some universities and research centers to organize from time to time events. We had a big event in Montreal last year in September. It was ITMC 2022, gathering scientists, PhDs, only dedicated to textile innovations and textile research projects. It was a 3-day event within Montreal and worldwide, including a research group from France, from Morocco, from Belgium, University of Ghent, Lensate in France, ESIT in Morocco, and Shinju University in Japan. So we were all together to organize that event in Montreal. Digitalization, it's more automation for our part of the market. I mean manufacturer. That's important for them to reduce to improve the quality and make sure they don't produce lower quality material. The other part is sustainability is quite big, and there's a lot of different aspects related to that. Recycling is only one small portion of it. We mainly work ourselves with our manufacturers on the energy consumption. We have our own project for photopolymerization. A lot of projects are related to better selection of chemicals. That could be biosourced chemical or low impact on environment chemicals. That's the main tendency that we have for us. And then the reduction of the waste during the production is also a big deal for manufacturers, including those in the garment making. Technical textile originally were using synthetic fibers. And what we see more and more is the tendency to use natural fibers for technical textiles, including composite materials. Okay, there's a lot of research that are done for that. The technical textiles with synthetic fibers, what we see is that, for example, if we look at composite products, there's a lot of projects to be able to recycle high quality fibers that are within composites. So this is how we see that. This is what we observe. Another thing maybe is that there's more and more startup companies that we see that develop molecules, develop formulation, or using a specific element. And we see these startups knocking at the door of the textile manufacturing and research centers like us to see the opportunities and how an innovation from them could be used in the textile world actually.